1989, I founded an organization called the International Association of Schools of Jazz. The acronym is IASJ. And the idea was to promote cross-cultural communication using jazz as the vehicle. And we have been going since 1989. We have a yearly meeting in a different city, a host city. This year we'll be at the Berklee School of Music in Boston. Next year in Siena, Italy, for actually the third time we'll be there. And one of our first leaders of the movement, when I started it, of course, I looked for some help from a variety of sources, and one of them was Graham Collier, who had a position here for quite a long time, I assume. So in a certain way, I was connected with the Royal Academy since 1989 because Graham was on our board of directors, and a very important and influential person for the formation of what became this co-op, which now involves 40 countries and several, all continents and so forth. So it goes back a long time, and what's nice is to be able to be here with Nick Smart, who invited me, and of course is now the, quote, representative of the Royal Academy in the IASJ meetings. Well, first of all, we have probably the most talented generation of, in the history of mankind, not just in jazz, but in art, theater, everything. They're just very advanced now because of the means of communication is so easily accessible, and one can see people from everywhere else doing something similar, and it's, in synergy there's strength, obviously. There's also conflicts, but there's a lot of strength. And these students in your school, Manhattan School of Music, Art, Juilliard, Berklee, whatever schools I might mention, they have a very particular challenge because jazz itself is an accepted art form, and it's recognized in the Western world, of course. But due to economics and due to the power of the internet to pretty much wipe out all the old ways of doing business, we have a problem with this great talent and highly trained musicians, trained by people like us, trying to make a living and pursuing what they spent time and money on as students. So it's up against quite a challenge. On the other hand, it's not the first time that a generation has been challenged by something, be it war or be it poverty or tragedies or whatever. And I'm sure this generation, I have great confidence that they'll work it out. I don't think it's going to be what we know, what you and I know. It'll be another form, another genre, maybe another idiom or something like that. But this music will never die. It just has to be reorganized according to the exigencies of the world now, what's going on in our culture and in the world in general. So I'm hopeful. I'm a little skeptical. I'm a little frightened, and I'm a little concerned about the plight of the young ones. But I'm also extremely confident because they're very, very highly skilled. They're really all sweet kids. Everywhere you go. I don't teach classical and I don't teach pop music, but I'll tell you one thing: nicest people, gentlest, and most considerate people are the jazz musicians, respecting each other. Our music involves interaction and of trust. It's a big deal. It's a big part of what we do on a very daily basis when we improvise in small groups. And the students are really positive, very, very giving, and very nice to each other, which I really like a lot. So nice to be in this environment, wherever it is in the world. I'm glad to be here this week.